Good morning. It is Wednesday, September 30th. I've been doing videos only on Mondays, but I thought it was important to touch base with you today after the Senate voted to continue with primarily remote classes for the winter semester yesterday, with some exceptions for experiential learning or specific pedagogical reasons. Like when we made the decision about the fall semester, it was a long meeting with a great deal of debate and discussion. Many important issues were raised in the meeting as well as over the past months among faculty, students, and administrators. It is not an easy decision, and it's not one that was taken lightly. However, it's not a decision that I'm unsure about. It is quite honestly the only thing we can do. I heard a heartbreaking letter read by one of the students about how remote learning has led to struggles with mental health and feelings of hopelessness and isolation. But what's hard to understand, and it's very important to understand, is the other alternative is not to go back to regular classes. That's simply not an option that's open to us. We could bring a limited number of students back to campus and lock them in the dorms in between classes and after hours. How is that better than what we're doing now? How can we bring thousands of students from all over the world here and put the community at risk and nullify the tremendous sacrifices our community has undergone over the past 6 months, and perhaps even jeopardize the grade school and high school students being back in school? We need only to look at the lessons from similar situations where a large university brings students into a relatively small community. A study from Western University showed that more than 2/3 of the cases that have been linked to university students' return to class occurred in the general population. This study comes a week after the London area saw its worst spike in COVID-19 cases in months, a surge fueled by outbreaks linked to off-campus gatherings involving Western University students. This is a case in which only about 25% of the classes are in person, and the rest are remote. Currently, in St. John's and in Newfoundland and Labrador, we have no community transmission of the virus. If we did see that start to happen, the province would shut things down again, and we'd have to go remote anyway. As I said in April, the trauma of kicking students out of the residences is still very painful. Again, I know this is not a decision that's going to please many people, and it's not going to be well received. I'm very sorry about that, and I wish it could be different. I also want to note that it is Orange Shirt Day, which is a day in which we honor the Indigenous children who were sent away to residential schools in Canada and to learn more about the history of those schools. The orange shirt in Orange Shirt Day refers to the new shirt that a young girl named Phyllis Webstead was given by her grandmother her first day of school at St. Joseph's Mission Residential School in British Columbia. When Phyllis got to school, they took away her clothes, including her new shirt, and it was never returned. To Phyllis, the color orange has always reminded her of her experiences at residential school, and as she has said, how my feelings didn't matter, how no one cared, and I felt like I was worth nothing. All of us little children were crying, and no one cared. The message that Phyllis wants to pass along on Orange Shirt Day, and every day, is that every child matters. Orange Shirt Day was started by Phyllis to educate people about residential schools and to fight racism. You can hear more about her story by reading her book or watching the video about it. I'll put the link in the comments. That's all for me for now. Take care, stay safe, and I will talk to you on Monday. Thanks for listening.